Now I'll say something. So, this is not a vintage guitar. It's kind of old, but it's a Continental, what do you call it? Bell, brass, dobro, German recreation. I stuck a pickup on it, tore the frets out of it. It's interesting because it's fretless. As it relates to the album, that's Careless Love. So that's the guitar on that track. It's just an interesting guitar. We'll take a quick look at the rest of it. All right, the kind folks at Vintage Guitar said, what about those guitars on the record? Some of the guitars on the record are on the road. It overlaps quite a bit. This was, it's my 60 Stratocaster with the lipsticks on it. It's kind of beat up, but this is the basic tracks for everything except for the acoustic stuff, obviously. But that's that. And that's standard tuning for the record, strung 14 to 64. Yeah, the Teisco Spectrum 2, that's the guitar on Friend of the Sun with the Strat on the basic track, but this is the solo. Threw an acoustic 150 to JBL, just to piss the purists off. 40-something Regal Square Neck, that shows up on all the miscellaneous acoustic bits. 40-something L7 with the Lawler stuffed up against the neck. This wound up in a couple of places, but it's Mother's Song. The Strat as a basic. Variation had steel for basic track, and it had this one octave pentatonic tuning. Behind all the chord sounds and melody, that bit was doubled. The solo at the end, the big steel, is my regular Supro E7. That's guitar I play on stage for pretty much all the steel stuff. Most of the synth bass, the kinds of stuff, were layered up with my Wandre Davoli Avalon Mod Rock Basso, Salt Lake City Pawn Shop prize. A great sounding bass, but this is all over everything I do. And the little National with the Focus Power pickup is the Mild Man fingernail boogie routine. That's just a half step above the Supro. And the remaining slide guitar, which is also my main bottleneck guitar on stage, is this old Supro Ozark, which is beat, but it sounds good. Yeah, that's the Satellite City guitar. It's got the hole rubbed in it from me playing it. And that's the Explorer, which is the main guitar along with the Stratocaster on stage, also with the hole rubbed in it. It's a difference between a vintage guitar and an old guitar. Not a vintage guitar, but this shows up on stage a lot. That's the Cripe. The one that I use the most. Not exactly sure how old this is, but again, this is 40-something Vega. I've had this all my life. This is, probably the guitar I practiced the most on. And it's suitably worn out, and it plays just as loud as a Stratocaster on stage, because it's plywood and has posts in it. It's great. The live amps aren't that different from the studio amps. There's, usually some form of Fender and some form of Dumble in there. So there's the, 410 Bassman and a 50-watt Dumble, or 2-rock old white Bassman. It's just... they kind of mix and match. It's not important. The guitar is the important part.